So Janessa, you get to serve as a page this year.
Right.
Can you give us just a glimpse of what life is like for you these last few days?
So it's been really interesting. For sure, you are privy to a lot of the conversations. So the first night, I was sitting up at the bishop's table, running notes for them, and so hearing their perspective on the debates that are going on and their reactions is really fascinating. I can't share any of that information, but I will tell you that that is worth being a page alone. To really hear what they think about what's happening in the moment. But the pages come out here totally at our own expense. So we are paying for airfare, and we are paying for hotels, we are paying for all of our own meals. Wow. And one of the things that has really shocked me is the rudeness that people approach us when we ask for credentials, when we have to stop people and clarify things. I think maybe they forget that we are part of their family, that we are part of the body of Christ together. We slip into this very secular way of treating each other, even down to the people who are serving us day to day as we are at this convention center. You know, one of the things I think about being in Portland is how unchurched this area is, and what an opportunity in every interaction we have to be the church to the people that are working here. And so when there was a flexing of muscles that very first night over procedure and over whether or not the rules were in session, I think the bishop made the right call to say, if this is the game you want to play, then we're going to play it. But what I think the people who were pushing for that didn't consider was those who work here for minimum wage, who had planned to go home at 7 o'clock, had maybe made childcare arrangements, had appointments, meetings, had Bible studies, their own lives to get to, and were then asked to stay hours beyond their time. That's what the church is now to them. They're hearing the conversations. They know that it was really just for show. For us pages, our time that we should have been getting dinner was spent handing out the placards that were used, again, to make a point that I'm not sure needed to be made. And so as a page, one of the things that I hope for moving forward is that we learn, not just in the grand sense how to communicate with each other, not how to be in conversation, but also to remember that in all things that we do, we are the people of the church. There are a lot of people here who are working very hard to make things happen. And if we treat each other with love, that seems like a first step to the kind of church that we are trying to build with the larger conversations.